The draft resolution has not been adopted owing to the negative vote of a permanent member of the Council. I now give the floor to those members of the Council who wish to make statements after the vote. I give the floor to the representative of the United States.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, over the past few weeks, we have made incredibly clear that the resolution before the Council would not achieve the goal of a sustainable peace and may in fact run counter to it. Proceeding with a vote today was wishful and irresponsible. And so while we cannot support a resolution that would put sensitive negotiations in jeopardy, we look forward to engaging on a text that we believe will address so many of the concerns we all share, a text that can and should be adopted by the Council so that we can have a temporary ceasefire as soon as practicable based on the formula of all hostages being released. This temporary ceasefire is critical to getting aid into the hands of Palestinian civilians who desperately need it. We should look towards this text so that we can finally condemn Hamas for their horrific attacks on October 7th, which set this conflict into motion, so that we can empower Senior Coordinator Cog and the United Nations, because her success is the UN's success. And it is so very needed to ensure civilians get the aid that they need more efficiently and effectively, and just more, period. And so that ultimately we can together help create a future in which Israelis and Palestinians live in states of their own, side by side, in peace. We're committed to engaging constructively on our resolution with you all in the days to come to that end. And we will continue to tirelessly engage in direct diplomacy and negotiations on the ground. Thank you.
Representative of the United States for her statement, and I now give the floor to the representative of China.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President.
All right, so there you have it. You are listening live, raw, and unfiltered over in the United Nations in New York as a resolution demanding an immediate ceasefire in Gaza has failed in the United Nations. There were 13 votes in favor of that resolution. The U.S. was the sole vote against it, and there was one abstention, so it did not pass. U.S. Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield speaking right there. She had previously said that the Biden administration would veto that Arab-backed resolution, and the U.S. also has circulated a rival UN resolution that would support a temporary truce linked to the release of all of the remaining hostages, and it would lift restrictions on the delivery of humanitarian aid. But again, we did receive word here, that vote happening right there on your screen, the resolution that would demand a ceasefire